All these paintings were created by Semiha. She's a very talented artist. Please watch this video all the way to the end to hear everything she has to say. Welcome to Talk Dirty to Me. Today we have Semiha on. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. You want to tell me a little bit about yourself?
I'm an artist. I live in Vancouver. I worked as a legal assistant for quite some time, and now I'm trying to be a full-time artist, hopefully, to get there.
Okay, so when did art stop being something that you do and become who you are?
I've always been an artist at heart or was born with it. From the moment I couldn't hold a pencil, I was able to draw. So it's not a moment that went like, oh, I think I'm an artist. It's just always been who I am. I
Right.
just embrace it now.
So at what age did you start painting?
The painting in particular, I seriously started in my mid teens.
Okay.
I was preparing a portfolio to become a graphic designer. And to build my portfolio, I started working on canvas. And that's how painting really started and never left. But prior to that, I did many things as an artist, from working with wood, clay, metal.
So you do all sorts of arts. It's not just specifically painting.
Correct, but the one that I gravitate towards and really honed is painting.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool to see that. If you had an art personality, what would it be? Classy, chaotic, or trouble?
I'll go with trouble. Maybe a little classic and a bit of a trouble. I think that's how I would describe it. Definitely not chaotic, at least not yet.
Right. Not yet.
You never know, it could change.
How do you describe your painting style to somebody? So if somebody were to ask you, what's your painting style? How would you describe that?
It's definitely bold, it's graphic in nature, vivid, quite colorful, and people describe it as being beautiful and pretty, and I agree with that.
Right. So I've seen a lot of your paintings have tennis and stuff in it. Are you a pretty big tennis fan or a sports fan?
Actually, I am. I play almost daily.
Oh, do you?
I do. If I don't have a tennis racket in my hand, I have a brush in my hand, and vice versa. So I do play regularly, but that particular series, the latest series that I've done, is a tennis series, and it was born at a very particular time in my life, where tennis and my art was very significant, and I really wanted to paint, and I decided to paint what I enjoy, and that's how the tennis series was born.
Right. Yeah, and it's a really nice series. I really liked them. So
Thank you.
it was really cool to see them. Is that your so that's your newest stuff? When we were
That's my latest, yes.
right. So the thing in your background, is that a painting or is that like really gloves?
So this is a painting that I've started, but I haven't finished yet.
That's a really good painting because it looks like it's really gloves. Like I thought they were really hanging there.
It's Thank you. No, it's I think it's about I think I have about 40% to go on it
Wow.
currently. So it's my latest piece that I'm working on, and I'm just in between transitions right now between homes. So I haven't quite had a studio set up yet so
Oh,
that I can finish it.
it's really, really nice. Like it actually looks
Thank you.
kind of like it looks like there's
Thank
no
you.
phones there.
Perfect. Good.
So when you go to paint, what color do you naturally reach for?
My probably favorite color, it is actually blues, whites, golds. That's what I gravitate towards the most. Certain colors I do avoid. I'm not the biggest fan, or at least not on canvas. It doesn't mean I don't paint with them. I absolutely do. But depending on the occasion, obviously, if it's a commission piece, of course, whatever the client wants, I give them some choices, and usually it will have a color specification, which I'm happy to work with. But the ones that I create for myself or as a series, etc., I do tend to lean towards the cooler colors, and the color blue particularly is my absolute favorite.
That's cool. That's my favorite color too. So
It seems to be more for a lot of people's.
yeah. So do you have any of your paintings in a gallery, like so where somebody can actually go in and see your paintings, like a
Not yet.
yeah,
Not yet. We're hoping to get there.
they should definitely be there because that thing is really nice. And the photos you sent me
Thank
were
you.
really, really nice too.
Thank
What
you.
what emotion shows up in your paintings most of the time?
Emotions, I would say all of them. It's just a human experience. There isn't one particular emotion. For me, painting is the way I process my own emotions. When a viewer looks at it, they might see something particular, a sadness, a happiness. But for me, it captures where I am at that point. And sometimes that is happiness, that is sadness. But what I paint is more what I feel in metaphor.
Right. Okay. So if somebody is just getting in painting,
Yes.
um do they what would you tell them to use for paints? Like what kind of paints should they start with? Acrylics, like water
It's
based.
I think it's a person. I think you have to dabble to see what you gravitate towards.
Okay.
For example, watercolor is not my favorite because you can't control it. I just seem to like control, so it is not something that I gravitate towards. It doesn't mean I can't paint with it. I do enjoy it, but it's not where I feel the most comfortable or as expressive to achieve what I want to achieve. So I think you find that for yourself by trying different mediums.
Right. Yeah, I asked that because my youngest loves to paint and she's always going for water paint. That's like her
Oh,
favorite.
really? Yes. And some people, yes, it's when I see other artists with watercolor and what they achieve and how they can control it, or kind of letting it be do its own magic. It is quite lovely to see, and I enjoy it. But as an artist, that's not the medium that I gravitate towards.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really
This
cool.
is my chosen.
What is that painted with?
This one is acrylic.
Acrylic.
I I paint mostly with acrylics.
That's really nice though. It looks so
Thank
real.
you.
Do you create better when life is calm or life you got a lot going on?
It's actually both, and particularly the series, the court to court series, the tennis one, that came when my life was more chaotic, I would say. And I do find that in that state, I create more because it's a canvas becomes an escape. It's where I can find happiness, joy that might not exist in my life. So I do find that I do create more at that time. However, I also celebrate when my life is good in painting as well.
Okay.
So I do both, but I would say that my most body of work was produced when I was at my most distressed, I guess.
That's how a lot of stuff works too. Like writing songs
Yes.
and stuff like that, they work better when life is chaotic. Like it just
It's
seems
a way of processing, and you need to process it. And for me, it's that emotion I'm trying to process. And I do that with canvas, with painting, and it just kind of, you pour your heart and soul, and it's also an escape. So, yeah, it's quite therapeutic for me.
that's really good. Yeah. What's the boldest artistic decision that you've ever made?
This actually, to become visible.
It's really cool. So just
Yeah, to put yourself out there, and hearing people's feedback, how they relate to it, not relate to it. You're quite exposed, and saying, okay, I am going to let myself be exposed. That is probably the hardest part.
yeah, that's definitely like the hardest part is coming out and being public with it. You're like, will people like it or will they not like it?
Yeah,
You know? And
absolutely.
if you dwell on that, you'll never make it anywhere. You're like, you always just gotta, okay, let's do it.
Well, I believe you have to face your fears, and it's a gift at the end of the day. It's something I will do regardless if it's perceived well, not perceived well. It doesn't really matter. And we're all individuals, we're all different. Some people it'll resonate with and they'll absolutely love it. Other people might not. And both of those are okay. It doesn't mean I should stop because of it.
Right. It's definitely true. So,
Yeah.
what's the dirtiest part of your creative process? This is probably a hard one because I'm trying to think of an answer for it and I can't. So,
It's it's probably around the middle stage, just before, when I'm trying to resolve it, where I've sketched it, I've done the underpainting, I worked out my values, and then laying down my actual colors that I want to use in the painting and resolving it. That's when it's chaotic, and I'll try things at that point where I might try to use a different color that I wasn't originally anticipating on using. And it's also when I play with the canvas. And so that stage, I don't like showing it to people because they're like, oh, it doesn't look good, or they'll make comments, whatever the comment it is. And sometimes it's quite the positive comment. They're like, oh my God, I love that. You got to keep it. And it's like, no, it can't be, because that's part of the underpainting. And there's actually a reason why that's done,
right,
but I have to build on top of it. So that's the part I don't like showing to people.
right. So, um, so how many projects do you like not like, and you just say, hey, I'm done with this one?
Not like, oh, that's actually quite rare for me. Once I start, when a painting comes and I want to paint it, I'll paint it. It's once I'm finished with it, it's whether I want to share it or not is a different story. Not every piece I create is meant to be shared, and I choose what I share and what I don't share. But if a painting is done, it serves its purpose for me,
Right,
because I needed to paint it. I had reasons for it. And if I don't want to keep it, I might actually sand it down and turn it into something else.
oh, okay, okay. So
Yeah.
does that happen a lot or not really? Like, you usually just hold on to a lot of stuff you make?
Oh, I do hold on to a lot of stuff I make. That does happen every once in a while.
Right,
And I do hold on to them for quite some time. And like I said, it is for me, it's how I process emotions. It's my happy place. When the painting has served its purpose for me, and it's like, okay, that one, it's did what it needed to do, and I'm like, okay, we can say it goodbye. It's almost like a closure. And I don't share those ones with people, and they are meant in the process. I already know I'm not going to share that one.
right, right. So you have a lot of paintings that are, like, private, and
Yes.
so
Yes.
if you were to sell your paintings, how hard is it for you to detach from your painting?
It's not. Certain ones that I create for myself, where it's decoration, or they all have a meaning. Um, but the ones that I create for my own space for a particular reason, those I don't detach from. Those are mine and mine to keep. They don't leave my possession. But other ones, because when I start the painting, I already know that I'm going to let it go and I want to let it go. I want somebody else to enjoy it and see and have connect with the painting as well, that I am actually happy to let it go. I don't have detachment issues with my paintings.
That's good because a lot of artists do, like, they'll create it and then they're like, "That took me 10 hours to make," and then they're like, "I don't wanna get rid of that." I love it.
Well, I do keep the photos. So I have photos. I can always refer back to it. And one of the most enjoyable part for me is, particularly with commission pieces, which is what I do actually enjoy a lot, is you don't have the attachment from the get go, because it's their concept that you're trying to, with your own creativity, put it onto canvas. So those ones are easier. And when you deliver them and you see the people's reaction, that's where the joy and happiness is. And when you hear it's like, oh my God, I just got a compliment on the painting and somebody saw it and they would like one of your pieces. Do you have a website or etc.?
Right.
Yeah, that feels fantastic. So it's letting it go and seeing somebody else enjoy it too is lovely.
That's really cool. It's really cool to see that you can do both, that you can paint and if somebody wanted to buy it, they could.
Yeah.
So, what are some things you do in your studio that would surprise people?
What do I do in my studio that would surprise people? How free I can be, how focused I can be. I think it surprises people because in my nature, I'm quite bubbly and upbeat and whatever. Uh, but I can get like laser focus where I won't hear anyone. And I can paint for hours and ignore my own physical pain. Like when you're standing in front of a canvas for 8, 10 hours, which I have done because you're in the zone trying to let it go, where I won't eat or drink and my hands are cramping up. I think people are surprised with that one.
Yeah, because people don't actually know how much time goes into creating a painting. Like, they think, "Oh, that was easy." Sometimes some paintings
No.
take a long time.
Yeah, especially when it looks simplistic or it's not a complicated piece according, if they see a piece and it's like doesn't have like so many, for example, like a cityscape or a portrait that looks has a lot of details, a lot of people that you're trying to paint, and etc. People think because it's simplistic that it's easy. Not necessarily.
Right. Yeah.
It depends on how many layers you put in, what process you have to achieve that luminosity and depth and etc. So it can be, and I think it's also your speed as an artist. For me, especially, once I see myself getting better and better, and I have procedures in place and I can move through those procedures faster. But when you're doing like trial and errors or you're not quite sure how to achieve and you're playing, those things take time. The more you practice, the faster you get at it, the better you get at it.
Right.
So you move through the process way faster.
That's really good. So, when we talked earlier behind the scenes, we were talking about what kind of music you like. So when you're painting, do you have a specific type of music that you listen to? That
No,
just anything?
it's anything goes, and it actually can become part of the piece. If it's an upbeat song, I do love reggae and Latin music, and I do listen to Turkish music as well, and opera. And if it's really upbeat, I'll, even when I'm painting, I'm almost like dancing with the brush as well on the canvas.
Right.
And sometimes it's a sad one. I have a very eclectic mix of playlists, and they are kind of on repeat. and it'll go through the stages. And sometimes with the painting, a sad part will come or a sad song will come, and I'll just kind of sit there and stare at it and just really have that moment. And it's like, okay, that piece, it just like seems to hit at the right time, and there is a certain emotion I'm trying to capture. And when the music aligns with it, that's when I can kind of sit back and kind of really look at the painting and take it in and be like, okay, we're getting there. Where do I go next?
Right. Do you have any rituals that you do prior to painting?
My setup is a ritual. Yes, absolutely. I feel for me, the paintings kind of come already, like fully completed in my head. And the process for me becomes, how do I execute it? The composition, what size do I want to do? What color palette do I want to use? So there's level of questions that I have to go through and ask and compile. And then it's about execution and trying to achieve what I'm already seeing the painting finished in my head.
Okay. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any or do you work better with deadlines or without them, with freedom?
I think every artist likes freedom, to be honest. If freer is the better, it's your creative process flow when you don't have any of that. Um, no pressure, but for external pressure, but I do put internal pressure on myself. Uh, for various reasons. Sometimes it's like, okay, can we produce faster, or can I get to the next stage? And sometimes that pressure is to also not overwork a painting, not stay in a certain zone too long. So there is an internal pressure that I put on myself, but external pressure, I prefer not to have it.
So, the career part of this, because that's got to be a little bit harder. So you're new into trying to sell paintings, like you're not, like you haven't been doing it for a long time. What's the hardest part of that?
It's trying to get become visible. I think once people see it and they can see the quality of the work and etc., I think people do connect with it. But the hardest part is trying to put a label on it. Sorry, I mean a price on it.
Right.
Uh, how do you how do you determine that? What determines it? There is a It's definitely different. You don't, it's not a 9 to 5 job where you go in, you show your abilities and they're like, okay, we'll pay you. You
Yeah,
might have abilities, but if somebody's not willing to pay, or it's that's difficult,
it is.
very difficult.
Like that would be hard for me. Like, what would you charge somebody? Like, you make a painting. Like, how would I charge somebody for this? Like, how do you give your painting a price tag? Because in your mind, it's worth $1 million, right? Because it's something that you made. You know,
No, I don't think it's worth $1 million. I am quite realistic with my paintings. I do have a price tag on them, like commission pieces. I do assess what size it's going to be, um, and how many hours have gone into it, the skill level that it has required. So I am very methodical about it. It's not willy nilly, or I think it's worth $1 million. No, I don't. I'm not. Picasso or Rembrandt or anything yet.
yeah,
So no, I don't think they're worth. I'm hoping maybe someday they might be worth $1 million.
right. Because I mean, most of your paintings that you showed me were really, really good, and I was like, wow, like, these are
Thank
really good.
you.
Yeah. So you don't have a website up and running yet to sell your paint?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
Is that something you're going to look for in the future, like getting a website up and stuff like
Yes.
that?
Yeah, that's a goal of mine, to get my website and do offer prints and etc. Get into galleries. It's I yes, that is absolutely where I'm going. So right now I'm focusing on producing and removing pressure from myself as well, so
Right.
that I don't set up myself for disappointment, or just going with the flow, that it also doesn't kill the creative process for me and the joy, because at the end of the day it is joy and a passion, and I don't want the business side of it to kill that part either.
Right. Right.
So I think being slow is just fine.
It's doing great though. I mean, obviously your stuff does come out really good. Um, where do you see your career in art going next?
In a gallery.
And again,
That's yeah. I'm hoping to get into a gallery. That's the series is complete. I'm hoping to start my next series once I kind of have my new studio set up. So yeah,
that's
that's
really
yeah, a gallery would be lovely.
it just gets your name out there better too. People walk in and see your
Yes.
pieces and they're really
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that day. I mean, I had a show before, so that was wonderful to see your work on display. It is a different feeling for sure.
right.
So, right now, imagine what that would be like and seeing my pieces beautifully displayed on the gallery walls and walking through and being like, okay, we achieved it, or this is nice.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Like
Yeah,
that's like the ultimate dream right there is just to see it there.
yeah,
I think
absolutely.
your stuff's definitely worth going there. So like it's
Thank
really good.
you.
So do you ever paint anything that you want people to feel a certain way about?
No, my paintings are, I would say, kind of duality. I kind of leave it for the viewer to kind of connect with it. There is a particular piece, and I think I sent it to you. I think it's the one called Match Point, the one where the guy, the tennis player, has the towel covering his face, and people look at that painting and they say it's a sad one, and I'm like, not necessarily. And for me, it is not a sad painting because we cry in defeat and in joy.
Right.
So it's I kind of leave it to the viewer to interpret it. But for me as an artist, when I painted that particular piece, it was trying to capture both of it. So, but most people do tend to think it is about sadness, and which I find fascinating. And I'm like, not everything is sad, not every tear. Like, so yeah, it's lovely having that conversation with people and how they interpret it.
Right. Yeah, that's really good because art does do that to people too. It gives people the emotion when they look at it. And each person's gonna have a different emotion when viewing it.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
I did a commission piece. It's the one that is mostly purple and white that I had shared with you. That one, when I delivered it, and I told so sorry, I'll go back and kind of restart that one. But so that was a commission piece, and the client had only one request, and it was the color purple, and gave me full on freedom. And when I have full on freedom, I kind of seem to do abstract. So I oscillate between realism and abstract. And so I decided to do an abstract piece on that one. And when I delivered it and I told the story behind the piece and what was the inspiration, she cried.
Oh,
That was a wonderful reaction.
yeah, that's really cool. Like you
Yeah,
just know your art does that.
yeah.
That's something really cool.
That piece resonated. Everyone who's seen that piece, everybody seems to stop at that one.
Right. That's really cool. How do you deal with creative block? Because we all get creative block.
Well, I don't really experience creative block,
Oh,
or I haven't. I have not. Uh, I mean, I'm also not necessarily producing day in and day out in the studio, but I haven't gotten a creative block. I never really experienced it, especially when I'm producing and working on a series. The next ones will come. It's like, okay, which one do I want to do? Do I go with this series? Do I go pay? Which series do I want to start next? And sometimes I will work between two paintings, two different series. But I don't really have it. Once I'm in it, it's like one thing will lead to another. and just the ideas just flow. And I have to be like, okay, we have to pick and choose and narrow it down. We can't do it all at once.
Yeah, that's good. Have, um, have you ever done like on the spot paintings like you see at carnivals or and stuff like that where people just paint for people?
Oh,
Have you?
yes. I have, but I've done like painting events that people set up, and you go in, and I don't like they put you in a box because they want to teach you how to paint, and obviously you already know how to paint and mix color and all of that. So I'm kind of like, oh, I want to do something different, and yeah, I'll start doing my own thing with it. So yes, that's when. Because there's a short amount of time and it's full on free, and I don't really care how it turns out or doesn't turn out. It's just complete free playtime.
Yeah.
Yes, I love those.
Have you
I
ever done?
don't do them as much.
I'm sorry. Have you ever done like farmers market with your paint? Like brought your paint to like a your paintings to a farmers market or like
No, they're first of all, they're quite big in size.
yeah.
Because I think the smallest piece I do is like 3 feet by 4 feet, and the largest size I've done is 4 feet by 6 feet.
Oh,
So I haven't done farmers market, and the price point I think is also higher than farmers market. I might do in the future. What do you call it? Prints and etc. But I haven't done farmers market. I might. Who knows?
right. Do you ever film like videos of you painting? Like make videos out of them?
No, that's I mean, I have done it for my own self, and I will edit if I wanted to put it on Instagram and stuff, just very short tidbits of it. But the full painting process, no. I'm in a zone, and if somebody's in the room with me, or like people can come and watch, I have no problems with it. But recording it and posting it is not something I've done.
Okay. That's another way to get your art out there because there's a lot of people on like them
I
platforms.
know. I'm like I don't know. I'm dabbling slowly. I'm becoming visible. I'm sure I'll get there,
Yeah,
but it's a slow process or comfort level,
it is.
and like sometimes it's also you have to be mindful that you're in front of a camera. I do watch people who do that, and I do enjoy it. It does teach me stuff from that, but in that particular setup, the way you look, how you dress, there's other things that you have to put into. I rather focus on just painting. That's what I do. And sometimes I'm in like, I haven't, I went and played tennis. I'll come home and I'm like, okay, the painting is calling me. I'll just start going at it. I don't want to record that stage.
So it's like right from the tennis court to the painting.
Yes, I have. If the lighting is fantastic, and it's like, okay, I can't miss this light. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Do you go outside and paint? Do you like painting outside too?
Yes, I do. Natural light. Yes, if my studio, yes, I'm in front of a window or outside where I can really see the canvas. It's just so much better. So much better. When you paint in darker lights, it doesn't work, or I see it when I take it into natural light. It's like, oh, I haven't done that right, or it doesn't quite look the way I want it to look. So painting in natural light is so much better. I also find it super easier on my eye.
Yeah. It definitely makes it easier too because lights change, but outside
Yes,
is almost always constant.
yes,
Still a
yes.
cloud, but yeah. Did you ever take art classes or are you self-taught?
Will say that I am mostly a self-taught artist, but it is what I wanted to go into. So in high school, throughout high school, it was all leading into art, and I was going to become a graphic designer. That's what I was getting my portfolio ready for. So I have a little bit of training, but not full-on technical. So yes, it's I would say that I am a self-taught artist, and I do watch a lot of YouTube has been very helpful, and books that I am trying to learn the technical side of it, which is what I'm kind of currently focusing on. And particularly again in the tennis series, it was like, okay, let's use the technical skills, the
Right.
technical side of painting. And there's a reason for it. And I really like it. I'm sure I'll go back to playing in my own way at some point again. But right now, I'm enjoying applying the technical skills to the paintings as well.
That's awesome. So how do you get your shading down? Like, because I see shading in your painting behind you. How do you get that?
Yes.
Shading is really, really hard.
Currently working in limited palette. You mix your colors. I'll usually, with working on acrylics, I'll mix anywhere between minimum 3 to 5 different shades,
Mhm.
and then you just kind of blend it in. I mean, I can do super blendable. It's one of the things that people seem to really enjoy about my art is how smooth and how pretty the blend is. But I'm trying to currently work more on the keeping the brush stroke in, not blend as much,
Right.
where I don't want it to look like a necessarily a photograph.
Yeah.
But it's a great way of practicing my skills. So I oscillate between the two, where I'll do the blend. And in a painting, some of my paintings, it's actually you'll see the super blend, and then you'll see a super high contrast of palette knife work.
Right.
So yeah, depends on what it calls. I kind of play with it, but the blend is usually, yeah, that's a lot of brushwork,
It
just over and over.
hitting the light points is hard because I do tattoos, like I draw tattoos, and that's like the hardest spot for me is trying to do like realism in tattoos. I can't do it.
Yes, realism is quite difficult, and that's why I'm trying to like the technical side, the technical painting, the do's and the don'ts. It does make a huge difference in realism,
Yeah.
and it also helps me improve my skill set to become that much of a better painter, better understanding of the medium. And yeah, it's like that particular one. I use a lot of blue and a cooler red. And then I'll do occasionally a glaze over it as well on certain parts with ultramarine blue to really deepen it.
Okay.
So it's different techniques.
There's a lot. There's definitely
There is. I do a lot of glazing to get that super blendable look,
right.
where I'll go back and forth with the colors, with the glaze, and just kind of overlap them on top of each other. It's yeah, it's a lot of it's fun.
Have you ever thought about teaching a class?
No.
Yeah, you'd be great at it. So
You think so? I mean, I can teach, but I mean, it would be fun for sure.
you haven't really
I
thought
don't think I have the patience for teaching, if I'm being completely honest about it.
about
Because I think if they're at a certain level and had some sort of ability, I'm sure I could. But somebody who does, like, okay, I'll tell you why I say that. My daughter, she wants to paint, and I try to get her to be very free and please just paint. Doesn't matter what it looks like, and she won't. And I'm like, you're not at my level.
yeah,
And this took me years to get to this level. It's not something, I mean, yes, I was born with it and I can draw and I understood it. It was just natural to me. But when somebody does not have an ability and trying to teach them where they're like, I can only draw a stick figure, I broke it down as much as I possibly could. And it can be very frustrating.
right. Right.
Yeah. And I
That's
don't want the frustration. That's all.
it's definitely hard to teach somebody that really don't know, and it would get
Or yeah, if they're like, but I can't or whatever. And what I find is if a person is keen and they have the desire, regardless of whether they're good or bad, does not matter. It's that desire to get better and practice, and they kind of listen and try to incorporate that. That person is wonderful to teach, and they can actually become quite good at it.
Right. Yeah. And it's it's still just hard. I've tried to do it with I've
Yes.
tried to do it with tattooing. It's like I said, I do tattooing, and I try to teach somebody else how to do it. It's totally like, it's too hard, like, they don't hold
Yes.
the gun right, or they won't do it right, and it's like, I give up.
Exactly. Yes, it's like there is a pressure, there is a finesse to it. You
Right,
know, your brush could be big, but it's a control on how much you put in, how much you load your brush to get a certain level of laying down a color a certain way. And you can't do too much because at some point, if you have other layers that you're going to put on, you can push the painting too far that it's completely destroyed.
right.
So yeah, there is way more that goes into it, and yeah, those are things that you learn, that fine finesse. It's something you have to practice and learn, I think, for yourself. People can tell you, but until you actually kind of, you're like, oh, now I get it.
Have you ever gotten to dry brushing?
Yes, yeah, I'll do that as well. When I do landscaping,
Mm.
particularly for clouds, yes.
Right. So my grandma used to do, she used to do, what's it called? Not pottery, but, like, ceramics, and she used to dry brush
Okay.
on the ceramics, and, like, they'd come out looking realistic. Like, she'd make, like, a dog that looked real, and I tried it, and there's, like, so many hours you gotta put into doing it because it doesn't come off the brush, like, you gotta keep rubbing the brush on it. It's like, "Just give me paint." Like, I'm done.
Yes, some things are can be quite frustrating. There are certain mediums that I'm like, okay, I can achieve many things with many different materials. Certain materials, it's like, I don't get it. Why is my hand not working properly?
Yeah, because she did it, and she made it look fast, and I would do it, and it's like, the paint's not even coming off the brush. I don't And she's like, "You gotta just keep going," and I was like, "No, it's not working," you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, "You gotta let it dry," and I was like, "The purpose of this is dry brushing." Like, "What do you mean?" So, it's not dry, I guess. I guess it was still wet, so she was like,
Yes, you need a little bit of something in order for it to stick. Or, yes, there is a finesse to it all. Like, even when I do glazing, if I put the medium or the water too much, it's no longer a glaze. There is a perfect balance. And if you get it right, then it works. If you don't get it right, it can, for particularly for the glazing, you can have tiny little bit of pigments
"Mhm,
because you have too much water or too much medium in it. I usually do it with water, not medium. And yeah, you have to know when you look at your palette and you're mixing it, it's like, okay, that's the right consistency. If you don't have the consistency, it won't work, and it doesn't look good on the, and you're like, oh God, now I have to redo this.
start over." Yeah, but, yeah, I mean, it's definitely fun, so and
Yes.
if you'd ever wanna come back on, let me know. Um,
Okay.
if you get the website up and going, definitely reach out to me, and
Okay,
I'll boost
sounds good.
yeah, so, we will probably let it off here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one.